Chris Windfield, you probably think he plays basketball because I'm so short next to him, but he's one of the best artists in the Jackson area and really around the state of Mississippi. So tell me, how did you get into murals, artwork, all kinds of stuff that you do?
Well, I've always been an artist, and I've only probably been doing murals maybe going on 4 or 5 years. And so it was just something I always wanted to do. I always was an artist, and I wanted to get into murals, just kind of do bigger artwork.
And we're going to show this. When we first met you, you had just kind of finished that Kyrie Irving mural. Talk about that before we move into some of your other artwork.
Oh, well, the Kyrie Irving mural was, of course, Kyrie Irving donated the court to the gym, the Arc, which is South Jackson. So I was commissioned to do a piece of Kyrie Irving on the basketball court. And it was good. You know, his people reached out to me later on when we first talked. You mentioned that, but yeah. So they enjoyed it, and I enjoyed doing it.
Did you actually get to talk to him?
No, I did
not. So just his people reached out.
Yeah, and that was during the time when they was in the in the finals, like kind of like playing.
Oh, that's right, because you know Dallas was just in the finals.
Yeah.
I mean that's pretty cool. When you do something that big, how tough is that?
I think it's just a lot of prep. It does get a lot it's not really tough kind of artistically. It's kind of more tough physically on the body.
Really?
Yeah, so kind of stretching and doing it for long hours, back starts to hurt and things of that nature. So, but me being tall is a good advantage. So.
Yeah, going around the fire alarms too.
Yes, yeah.
Which people don't even think about. It's not a blank canvas here. You know, there's things that are on there.
Doors and windows sometimes.
Of course.
Yep.
All right. You do some other artwork. Talk about that as well.
Yes, I do comic books. I'm also a filmmaker. Of course, traditional artwork. I do web design, logo designs, and things of that nature.
What's comic art?
Comic art is basically just comic books. You know, I've done comic books. I had a store in Jackson Comics. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. A guy by the name Blake Barnes does it. And Jackson Comics consists of some of the best comic artists in Mississippi. And I was one of them, so I had a store in that. It's just basically just making comic books. You know?
When you left playing basketball, when you left college, did you ever think that you were going to be at this point? Because your stuff is everywhere.
Right. Thank you. No, I did not think I was going to be at this point. I kind of got into art more the traditional sense, kind of oil paintings and things of that nature. And I only got into murals, like I said, I've only been doing it maybe like 4 going on 5 years. So it was just something I always wanted to do.
So what's next?
Well, I'm just keep doing murals. I still do films, documentaries. What I have a documentary on Tubi, 70 Years of Blackness. So we just got into another film festival, have another documentary coming out, George Raymond. So basically what I'm doing is just kind of taking it one project at a time, but sticking to documentaries, little murals, comic books.
Talk about some of the artwork that you see there right on your screen that you've made.
Yeah, so that's artwork that I just created. That was kind of one of my friends. We kind of worked together at the BAC, that's the Windfield Art Center. So we got some kids to come down there, and I took pictures and kind of incorporate real people within my artwork.
Do you ever get to go back to Callaway High School and talk to the kids about maybe getting into this? I think that would just be a great opportunity.
Yeah, I have not. Definitely wouldn't mind doing it. I live not too far from Callaway now, so I just moved near there. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind doing it. I also do things with kids at the Windfield Art Center and Canopy Children's Solutions where I work at. So yeah, so I wouldn't have no problem doing it.
Is there anything you don't do?
Yeah,
because Chris, I mean, you got all kinds of jobs. You do all kinds of artwork. I mean, does it ever kind of get tough in your mind thinking about all these things that you're kind of got your hand in?
Yeah, it does. So I definitely gotta put some time aside. Sometimes it's hard to do murals when I'm in the filmmaking stage, and vice versa. Do films when I'm in the mural painting stage. So I definitely have to take some time off and do some self-care. Exercise, definitely kind of, get my muscles up so I can do these murals. So.
And then for you, I mean, we talked about what's possibly next. Is there anybody in the artist community you'd love to meet and just kind of pick their brain?
Well, I mean, if you're talking about locally, yeah. I mean, I also already kind of, communicate with these artists on end, but definitely love to communicate with a lot of artists here. We kind of always, it's a small circle, so we kind of collaborate through the BAC and things of that nature.